presented by Made New. Please welcome Heated Rivalry star Hudson Williams.
Okay. In 2011, Sophie Nélisse blazed on the screen as one of the young stars of the Oscar-nominated film Monsieur Lazare. She's remained in the spotlight ever since, earning acclaim for film roles in both English and French, and for her portrayal of young Shauna in the Showtime series Yellow Jackets. She followed that with another breakout performance as Rose in Heated Rivalry. I was nervous about working with Sophie because although she's my age, she has already had a very distinguished career. I imagined that she would carry herself with a great poise and regality. And one of our first scenes was the breakup scene where Rose realizes the reason for Shane's lackluster bedroom performance went deeper than nerves. I knew I had to approach my day on set differently than my usual routine of cracking off-color jokes to Jacob until wincing and groaning he would shoo me away to set. I was now working with a veteran actor, an award-winning actor. For Miss Nélisse, I decided to be professional. Sophie got to set before me, and when I arrived, I couldn't believe my eyes. She was dialed in. I had never seen anything like it. She stood in front of Jacob, hitting him with raunchy story after raunchy story, punctuating moments with crass one-liners. He was groaning and laughing like I'd never seen. She fit right in, and I had found another dance partner. And from the moment I heard action, I had the best scene partner I could ask for. The goofiness and raunchy jokes were gone. Only Sophie's kindness and gentle levity stayed for Rose. I had a lot I was working through as Shane, and she was there letting me completely disarm in front of her with her beautifully created character. Two things happened quickly on that day. I understood immediately just how lucky Shane was to gain her as a dear friend, as was I to gain Sophie as one. Now let's watch some highlights of the real movie star, Sophie Nélisse.
Toi, là, écrase. Je viens de t'écouter, moi. Là, c'est à ton tour.
Sophie Nélisse, Monsieur Lazare!
To my coaches and teachers and to my family, thank you.
I need you.
Wake up, Woody! Woody, wake up!
I thought you might like to be tucked in.
I don't get tucked, thank you.
Somebody murdered my boyfriend.
Seriously?
He was stabbed 17 times.
I'm sure everyone back home is so sad to be losing their perfect little princess, but they'll never know how tragic and boring and insecure you really are.
And there's Rose Landry wearing a Shane Hollander jersey. That's gonna upset some Detroit fans.
I don't know, I feel like maybe you'd rather be kissing Miles. It's really okay.
It's not.
Text me whenever, okay? I mean it, because I will be texting you all the time.
Promise.
You will wish you never met me.
Impossible. It is my privilege to give the 2026 Radius Award presented by Made New to my friend, Sophie Nélisse.
Wow. Thank you so much. This actually really made me emotional. Honestly, when I first heard I was receiving the Radius Award, my first reaction was, are you sure you have the right, Sophie? Because I genuinely think there are several people in this room who deserve to be standing here more than I do tonight. So to the Academy, thank you for either believing in me very deeply or making a clerical error that I'm now benefiting from tremendously. Awards are always surreal because I think one of the strange things about growing up in this industry is that you spend so much time just chasing the idea of becoming good enough. A better actor, a better collaborator, a better person. And the more you learn, the more you realize how you still don't know. So receiving something like this doesn't make me feel like I've arrived anywhere. If anything, it motivates me even more. It makes me want to keep growing, keep taking risks, keep listening, and keep trying to become the kind of artist and human being that truly earns this kind of recognition. I've been incredibly lucky to work with people who challenge and inspire me constantly. To every director, castmate, producer, casting director, crew member who supported me along the way, thank you. To my agents and managers who have to bear these hour-long phone calls with me at least every week on the phone, crying, thinking I'll never book another job again because I'm a shit actor, thank you. Whatever confidence I have has usually been borrowed from you. And to my mom, who's given up so much so I could stand here tonight, you are my best friend. None of this would have happened without you. I'm deeply proud to be Canadian and deeply grateful that the industry I call home is filled with artists who care so much about making art that matters. Thank you for this honor and for giving me even more of a reason to keep striving to be better. Thank you so much.
Please welcome to the stage the star of St. Pierre, Alan Hocko, joined by the star of North, Anna Lamb.
So, Anna, you just won Best Lead Performer in Comedy. You can tell us, what do you think the secret to comedy is? Having night terrors? Emptiness. Timing.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just, winging it in front of a live audience.
Roll the video,
tape,
please.
yeah, roll the tape.
Performance in a leading role. Comedy. Eric K. Boulian. Follies. Folichonnerie.
Comme si l'amour était à travers des mauvaises herbes, puis que là, il fallait la retrouver.
Faut tondre la pelouse.
Faut tondre la pelouse. Faut tondre la pelouse, puis là, voir l'amour, puis se dire, oh, était là tout ce temps, l'amour caché à travers les mauvaises herbes. Voilà.
Catherine Chabot. Follies. Folichonnerie.
Les orgasmes, j'ai des fous rires après. C'est comme incontrôlable. Mais non, mais c'est pas, c'est beau à voir.
France Castel. The Furies. Les Furies.
OK, ladies. Pourquoi vous êtes ici?
Neil Elias. Lovely Day. 1000 secrets, 1000 dangers.
J'espère que t'as des bonnes assurances, my friend.
That was ketchup on your hand, mon ami.
Jay McCarroll. Nirvana the band, the show, the movie.
I was in a bad living situation and I was having a lot of nightmares. The song came to me in a dream. It ended up being, well, a genius hit song.
Patrick Yvon. Peak Everything. Amour Apocalypse.
C'est quoi qui est en train de changer?
Karine Gontier-Heinemann. Two Women. Deux femmes en or.
Ouais, comme la fois où t'as essayé de te pitcher devant un char.
Oui, exactement. Mais je sais que de l'extérieur, ça pouvait avoir l'air pathétique, mais au fond, là, de l'intérieur, c'était vraiment le fun.
Mais t'étais quand même suicidaire.
Non, je suis pas sûre que suicidaire, c'est le bon mot. Franchement, non. C'est juste que j'avais plus peur de la mort. C'était extrêmement libérateur.
Laurence Leboeuf. Two Women. Deux femmes en or.
Fait que tu l'as jamais entendu, toi, la corneille? T'es sûr?
Plutôt, ouais.
Parce que tu sais ce que ça veut dire, hein, s'il y a juste moi qui l'entends?
Oh, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire?
Ben, ça veut dire que c'est fait exprès pour que ce soit moi qui l'entende. Comme une corneille.
And the Canadian Screen Award goes to...
Jay McCarroll.
Wow.
I really did not expect to be here saying thank you. And so thank you so much. This was a blast. Oh, geez, what can I say? I really did not expect this. I love Canada. We're going to be here for a while. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. So, yeah, let's keep making stuff right here. This is the best. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Whoa, time to break out the orbits. Still to come, a Hazel May tribute and a special appearance by hockey legend Ron MacLean when the 2026 Canadian Screen Awards return.
This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Game on! Whoa, Charlie Conway with the triple D from the Mighty Ducks. Greatest hockey movie of all time.
Mighty Ducks? The greatest of all time?
Joshua Jackson in a trilogy that practically raised a generation of 90s kids? Legendary. What else could be the GOAT hockey movie or TV show?
Jay Baruchel's Goon movies.
R-rated, loses the kids. But maybe.
Miracle.
Feels very wrong for two Canadians to be talking about right now.
How do you think I feel?
Oh, yeah, that happened. How about Youngblood?
1986 or 2025?
Both are great. You pick. Carney.
Oh.
He sent me this.
Heated rivalry? Recency bias.
What about Shoresy? Whoa, speak of the devil. Is that Ryan McDonald?
Hey, are we all talking about hockey movies and TV shows?
Yep, greatest of all time.
Easy. Wayne's World.
Wayne's World is not a hockey movie. Bud, you're gonna hit that car.
Just like in Wayne's World.
Who parks on the sidewalk, city drivers? Shocking.
How is Wayne's World a hockey movie?
Stan Mikita's Donuts, Officer Koharski. Means clearly a nod to the NHL referee Don Koharski. And they're playing street hockey in a critical scene where the seeds of doubt are planted against the antagonist, Rob Lowe. Who's Rob Lowe?
The original Youngblood.
If Die Hard gallivants itself around as a Christmas movie, Wayne's World has enough hockey content in it to be a hockey movie.
Wayne's World is a hockey movie.
Yeah.
Totally amazing, excellent discovery. Game on.
Game on.
Punchy!
Better in TV.
I think we made some pretty good points, you know what I mean? Oh. Now, nobody knows more about the games we love than this year's winner of the Gordon Sinclair Award for Broadcast Journalism, the one and only Hazel May. Hazel once said, if you're passionate about something, there must be a way to make a living. As a trailblazing broadcaster and the on-field reporter for the Blue Jays on Sportsnet, Hazel has done a lot more than that. She's become a living legend. Let's watch some highlights from Hazel May's incredible career.
What makes Hazel May stand out from other reporters?
Hazel May is a trooper.
Funny and knowledgeable.
She has a real good way about knowing when to push the buttons and when to not. Hazel May is iconic. She's a great human being.
Like many newcomers to Canada, Hazel May's family found their footing through the language of sports. For Hazel, it was baseball. Hours watching TV with her father, pitch by pitch. From campus radio to the bright lights of Sportsnet, Hazel honed her craft. Next came the call up to Boston, where she covered the Bruins and the Red Sox.
David, tell me about that moment when you realized it's time for me to retire.
Then she stepped up to the plate at MLB Network as the first on-air talent hired for the league's flagship channel.
New show here on MLB Network coming to you weekdays at 3 p.m. All right, 1978 AL MVP and Hall of Fame, Jim Rice. Back to you guys.
In 2011, Hazel returned home to Sportsnet to fulfill her destiny as the on-field reporter for the Toronto Blue Jays.
What did you learn in that at-bat that maybe gave you a chance?
With her warmth, wit, and knowledge of the game, Hazel didn't just earn the respect of players, she earned the respect of the fans, who trust her to be their eyes and ears on the field and to rise to the moment when the season is on the line.
Game 7, are you ready?
I'm born ready, and I want it all for this city.
After 25 years of trailblazing sports journalism, it all comes down to this. Hazel May, are you ready to take your place among the greats?
Please welcome to the stage famed host and broadcaster Ron MacLean.
Thank you. Congratulations, Hazel. On behalf of all my colleagues, with respect, admiration, just an absolute honor to be here for you and Kevin tonight and your family. First of all, just pull a moment out of the montage, Dan Schulman's lovely tribute we just watched there. The interview with Vladdy Guerrero where he says, "I born ready." Do you remember when it actually happened? It was Game 6 Seattle after the game. Hazel says, "Are you ready for Game 7?" And then This whole thing is legend. The camera suddenly orbits Vladdy, and it's a long pause, and the crowd is building, and finally Vladdy delivered that line. I mean, the camera work, the directing, but the whole thing really owes its magic to you, Hazel, because what did you do? You sat there and you did absolutely nothing, which was the right thing to do, and that takes training. Chris Hadfield, the astronaut, he said when he first went into space, it took 8 minutes and 42 seconds to reach outer space, give or take a few thousand days and 4 million miles of training. And Hazel, that was your training that day after the Seattle game. I think all athletes and all broadcasters, when we get in moments like that, big stages, huge pressure, we tend to sink to the level of our training. And yours is an incredibly high bar. You offer us this silence as well as all the amazing things that you say. Matt Galloway from CBC's The Current has a funny one. He has a Post-it note stuck on his microphone. It says, "Stop talking." It's not easy for us, right? I might have jumped in, Hazel, with Vladdy Jr. So, yeah, job well done. When you interview somebody, you give them a chance to gather their thoughts, to order their words, to truly tell us how they're feeling. In a nutshell, you give us space. So for your gravitas and your grace and all that Gatorade, I don't envy that part, congratulations, the Gordon Sinclair Award for Achievement in Broadcast Journalism belongs to you, Hazel. Come on up.
I was assured this was a Gatorade-free event tonight. Thank you so much. I have to tell you, in the early 70s, my parents, Tito and Estrelita, left behind the only life they knew in the Philippines for a country they believed would give their growing family opportunities they never had. And Canada welcomed them with open arms. So, by recognizing me tonight, you really are honoring them, their sacrifice, their courage, and their belief that with faith, hard work, and perseverance, eventually you might just get called up to the show. Honestly, how does a proud Canadian of Asian descent end up covering America's pastime? Sports has always been my family's love language. No matter what life threw at us, sports gave us connection, community, and a sense of belonging in this new country. And baseball teaches you one of life's greatest lessons. Nobody survives a long season alone. I have been incredibly lucky to share this amazing journey with teammates at NESN, MLB Network, TBS, and of course here at Sportsnet. A special cap tip to the best all-Canadian broadcast crew in the major leagues, led by producer Doug Walton, director Troy Clara, Dan Schulman, Buck Martinez, and Joe Siddle. To Scott Moore, who was crazy enough to hire someone with zero TV experience, but could only tell him the starting lineup of the Michigan Fan 5, thank you. To my agent, Dan Cimarroni, appreciate you always going to bat for me. Thank you to my family's clubhouse leader, my husband, Kevin, and our son, Chase. Chase, I know Mommy was always on the road, but I am so incredibly proud of the kind and thoughtful young man you've become. For years, I thought Chase thought that my job was impressive, but it wasn't until he learned that I would be sharing the stage with Shrek that I have now been catapulted to MVP status. And finally, to the 2025 American League champion Toronto Blue Jays, Although the ending broke all of our hearts, you gave Canadians hope, pride, joy, and a reminder of how special it is to cheer for something together. You guys are the best. Thank you to the Canadian Screen Academy. This means more to me than I could possibly say. Thank you so much. Good night.
Coming up next, a very special tribute to comedy legend Catherine O'Hara when the 2026 Canadian Screen Awards continue.
This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Canadian show business is a small world of colleagues, friends, and family. When we lose a member of our community, we all feel it. This year, we lost one of the all-time greats, Catherine O'Hara. A comedy icon and an inspiration to everyone in this room. Here to pay tribute to his dear friend, please welcome Eugene Levy.
My friendship with Catherine O'Hara spanned 50 years and then some. And it was a friendship I will cherish for the rest of my days. I first worked with Catherine in 1974 at the Second City Theatre here in Toronto, and there was no denying she was an extraordinarily gifted young woman when it came to comedy. Getting laughs for her was second nature. She made it look easy. And that comedic gift was the gift that kept on giving on SCTV. How incredible was her work on SCTV? The characters she created, Lola Heatherton, Dusty Town, the sweet young student Margaret Meehan on the High Q quiz show, who just had to give an answer before she heard the question. These are characters that will stand the test of time and continue to make people laugh for generations to come. Her 6 glorious years working on Schitt's Creek gave all of us on the show the unique opportunity to witness up close the sheer brilliance of her Moira Rose. A creation that will go down as one of the most iconic characters in the history of television comedy. And it was Moira Rose, along with her star turns in hit films like Beetlejuice and Home Alone, that helped make her one of this country's greatest exports. She made us proud to be Canadian. Her email address, her email handle was sorry, eh? And there was no place on earth she loved as much as her idyllic island cottage in Muskoka. You couldn't pry her out of there with a crowbar. Her body of work alone has earned her legendary status in the entertainment industry, but it was who she was as a person that endeared her to millions. For me, she was the one person I spent the most time working with over our 50-year careers, and that is something I take great pride in being able to say. Catherine O'Hara was simply the best. Let's take a look at a snippet of her very impressive work.
Action.
Yes, SCTV is on the air.
Kevin! I don't care what others say. That's today's mantra. What's it like to be with a circumcised man?
Oh, when the veil of dreams has lifted and the fairy tales have
5, 8, 6, 2,
Don't.
9,
Don't.
3, 8, 0.
Oh! What the? Are you all right? What? Whoa, hey, look out.
Honey,
What? Trip on.
right?
Okay, it's just my knee.
Doing
Just
good.
my knee.
Oh,
No,
careful
it's just
with
my
it.
knee. I'm fine.
All right,
Okay, look out.
take a little walk.
I'm gonna step on your dog.
Oh, no.
Well, don't just stand there like a DoorDasher. Come in. You know I quit swearing, and you're making me do it. Mother.
I'm sorry.
Next step is to fold in the cheese.
What does that mean? What does fold in the cheese mean?
He folds it in.
I didn't get
we want to talk to Marilyn Heck.
It's a big tease, because 4 out of 5 of those girls are gonna lose big time.
Cut.
More precious than a part of gold.
To help us honor the memory of those we've lost this year, to perform Sage My Soul, Tia Wood.
Crawling, walking, but too young to be shameless. Speaking, no healing, just a child gone nameless. Voice gone cold, I'm all choked up, but my mind's still talking. Pack my stuff to learn to love. You know I'm only human, empty out the bottles. Empty out the bottles, cause I'm missing every part of you to sage my soul. I could've took it farther, miss my mama and my father, that'll take me home. Sage, 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 sage my soul. Burn it to the bottom, cause I'm missing every part of you to sage, sage my soul. Growing, unfolding, stripping down my layers. Take me as I am, despite my bad behavior. Know there's been some damage done. Smoked out, abusing, pack my stuff to learn to love. You know I'm only human, empty out the bottles, cause I'm missing every part of you to sage my soul. I could've took it farther, miss my mama and my father, that'll take me home. Sage, 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 sage my soul. Burn it to the bottom, cause I'm missing every part of you to sage, sage my soul. I wanna be more. Ooh, I wanna give more. I wanna be the whole of me, the best of me, all that you deserve. I wanna be more. I wanna be more. I wanna be more. I wanna be more. Empty out the bottles, cause I'm missing every part of you to sage my soul. I could've took it farther, miss my mama and my father, that'll take me home. Sage, sage, sage my soul. Burn it to the bottom, cause I'm missing every part of you to sage, sage my soul.
If you want to be an actor, use your heart. Don't be afraid to show your heart. That's where your feelings are. And if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Have a thick skin and a hard head. And I hope you make it. And if you don't, do something else. Bye.
This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's your favorite TV show?
What do you think?
Anna Green Gables was massive.
Mr. Dress Up was my favorite.
SCTV, #1, best Canadian show of all time.
Like Quantum.
Probably Schitt's Creek.
Catherine O'Hara as Moira.
Alexis!
I grew up watching Adam McGoyan's films.
There's sort of a subtle Canadianness that we have.
I definitely watched Beachcombers.
Bar.
Un film que j'adore beaucoup, c'est de Denis Villeneuve, c'est le film Incendie.
Please welcome 12-time Gemini and Canadian Screen Award winner, legendary broadcaster and host of Stories That Made Us, George Strombolopoulos.
Hello! Hello, hello! What a pleasure to be in this room with you. First of all, please tell your dog I said hi. They're watching. Their dog is there. Maybe your dog's there. When I was a kid, I had the best job in the world. I was a movie theater usher in Rexdale. Yes. I saw a lot of films, but more importantly, I saw how those films connected. From the young couple on their first date to the elderly couple on their final date. Sometimes their first date was their final date. It was rarely the film's fault. Not never. David Cronenberg's Crash was a CanCon homewrecker. I could see people come out of the theater with looks in their eyes like, why am I with you? I was proud of them. But the great storytellers don't treat the audience as a target, rather as someone sitting at the same table with them, as co-conspirators. This past year, part of what you saw there, the Canada Media Fund and Telefilm, bless their hearts, asked me to cross our part of Turtle Island with a mission. But there was no list, there was no lecture, it was just to listen. And from Acadia to Alberta to Iqaluit, here's what I heard. Our stories do matter. And they don't just describe us, but they help to build us. Why are Canadians perceived as so kind? Mr. Dressup. Red Green taught you could do it. Little Mosque and Kids in the Hall, iconic shows. They taught you that we see you, but we don't just see you, you also belong. Heartland, legendary show. Corner Gas, North and North. Murder in a Small Town. Small communities have big stories. FUBAR taught us all that shotgunning a king can could be truly patriotic. And bless them for that. Heated Rivalry. Just a couple of hockey guys truly connecting. The episode builds, it crescendos, climaxes, and then the Government of Canada logo. That perfectly describes why we rule. And now, I'll tell you, now when someone says it's so Canadian today, it is a profound compliment. Global sensations, yet somehow still so us. Whatever your relationship with the country is, it doesn't have to be rah-rah Canada. It can be the truth for you, and it's still us. Our stories aren't just monuments. They are a fight worth having, and you never know how they're going to change someone. I ushered the film festival the year Bruce McDonald won Best Canadian Feature for Roadkill. And if you remember, Bruce said he was going to spend the prize money on a big chunk of hash, and that night, Canadian film was so rock and roll. And suddenly, a misfit like me felt, well, maybe I could play along too. And it was Bruce and that team that built that bridge. And honestly, for a lot of us who didn't grow up around the arts, the only group of 7 we knew were the 7 guys standing outside the corner store, probably waiting for Bruce. If you laughed, you did too. And when our identities are under attack, those bridges matter more than ever, because a country that doesn't tell its own stories in its own way is just a market for someone else, and we're better than that. Marshall McLuhan talked about how Canada is the only country that knows how to live without an identity. He did not mean it as an insult. He meant it as a dare to keep jamming those chipped, jagged little pieces of colorful glass that are our lives into one stunning mosaic. And in 2025, Canadian television did just that. It was bold, the vulnerable performances, so courageous. They moved audiences here, but they moved them around the world. Here are your nominees for Best Lead Performer in a Drama Series, presented by the Canada Media Fund.
Best Lead Performer Drama Series, presented by the Canada Media Fund. Supinder Raj, Allegiance. Michelle Morgan, Heartland. François Arnault, Heated Rivalry. Hudson Williams, Heated Rivalry. Kathleen Monroe, Law and Order Toronto, Criminal Intent. Carolina Barchuk, Plan B. Melanie Scrofano, Revival. Alan Hocko, Saint Pierre.
What an unbelievable category. And the Canadian Screen Award goes to Hudson Williams, Heated Rivalry.
Wow. I didn't write a speech, but I do have a little thank you list. And immediately to all the other nominees, it's just an honor to be nominated alongside you. I'm honored to be Canadian, and this is fantastic. I want to thank some people, the cast and crew of Heated Rivalry. Thank you for being such a warm space. Crave, thank you for putting money into our beautiful, straightforward hockey show. HBO, thank you for getting some more eyes on it. Rachel Reed, thank you for creating this universe. Yeah, thank you. My papas, Brendan Brady, Jacob Tierney, thank you. My mom and dad for always believing in me and never letting this sort of dream become something that I shouldn't believe in. And my partner, Caitlin, wherever you are, there you are. Love you. Thank you so much for always keeping me stable, because sometimes I'm not. And if I could cut this award down the middle, I would, because if these gay, yearning little bottom eyes didn't have a big, sexy Russian to feast upon, my performance wouldn't be as good. So to the honorary Canadian Connor Story, I share this award with you. Thank you. Got through it. Do I go back down?
Up next, the award for Best Motion Picture, and later, Dave Foley honors his friend Mike Myers when the 2026 Canadian Screen Awards continue.
This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Please welcome two Canadian Screen Award winners, co-star of De Femme Honneur Laurence Leboeuf, and the star and producer of Hate the Player, the Ben Johnson story, Shamir Anderson.
You look lovely this evening. You're welcome.
Thank you, likewise.
Canadian film is an art, an industry, and a community. This year's nominees reflect the incredible diversity of our storytelling. And yet, Laurence, we still have work to do to bridge this French and English divide. And listen, I've been working on my French, like a lot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
Bonjour.
Wow. That's great. You know
Thank
what?
you.
That's the start. But you know, it is changing. Our cinemas and streamers are getting much better at exposing our work to one another. And I bet that the next time you're in Quebec, someone will yell, oh, mon Dieu, c'est le gars qui est dans l'invention. Mon Dieu, je peux savoir un autographe, je peux savoir une photo, j'aime tellement ton travail, j'aime tout ce que tu fais.
Bonjour.
Great. Okay, let's watch the nominees for Best Motion Picture.
Best Motion Picture. 40 Acres. Blue Heron. The Cost of Heaven, Gagne ton ciel. Follies, Folichonnerie. Lovely Day, 1000 secrets, 1000 dangers. Nirvana the Band, the show, the movie. The Things You Killed. Wrong Husband, Weak Sarin Guitara.
And the Canadian Screen Award goes to...
Nirvana the Band, the show, the movie.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you. This is the first time we've ever won for a movie we've made that didn't have any adults, and normally they come and do this. Niamh Fishman did it last time. So what? Oh, I'll start with a piece of advice to the Quebecers. You guys got to stop nominating so many people in these categories. You're going to get destroyed every year if you keep doing it. You got to just send one.
Okay. And thanks, Matt Johnson, Jay McCarroll. Thank you for creating Nirvana the Band, the show all those years ago. Thank you to Telefilm and Ontario Crates for supporting this movie. Elevation and Neon for putting it out into the world. Brian Alkerton, thank you so much. Crave, thank you. And I really want to shout out Bobby Upchurch and Kurt Laub, our two tireless editors who wrote half this movie and can never get enough credit for how great the movie turned out. So thank you, guys.
Thanks to the incredibly small crew who helped make this movie, to my crew at home, Sam and June, and to the fans who have been supporting Nirvana the Band for 20 years, and to Toronto, who is the best co-star in this movie we could ever imagine. So thank you, guys.
And thank you to our lawyers. We couldn't have done it without you. I mean that. Thank you.
Earlier this week, we gave out over 140 awards, showcasing the top talent across Canada, including our world-class lifestyle and competition reality shows. Shout out to the winner of Best Reality Competition Programmer Series, The Traders Canada. Plus, Drag Brunch Saved My Life took home the award for Best Lifestyle Programmer Series. But the biggest reality competition show is happening right now in this room. Cue the lights. The votes are in for the Kojiko Fund Audience Choice Award, the prize that gives the power to the people. We started with 10 shows vying for your hearts and your votes. Week after week, they competed, and we lost some friends along the way. With over 4.2 million votes from over 60 different countries, we've made it down to a final 3. Heartland. Heated Rivalry. And Revival. I told you earlier, it's literally horses, hockey, and cops. This may be the most consequential vote in Canadian history. Tonight, 2 shows will go home and 1 show will raise the trophy and receive a lifetime cancellation immunity idol. I, Andrew Phung, in no way have that kind of power, but if I say it, they might have to do it. Probably not. Canadians, your winner of the Kojiko Fund Audience Choice Award is... Heated Rivalry.
Thank you very much. This is very nice. This is very meaningful. We cannot believe the way that audiences have reacted to this show. We're so grateful. Thank you to everybody who voted. I'm assuming a few crazy people who voted like 1,000 times. Thank you for making this a job. Thank you to our friends at Crave. Thank you to our amazing cast, our amazing crew. Thank you to
the fans.
The fans. Thank you so much. Very grateful. Thank you.
Still to come, Lauren Ash, Peter Mooney, and Canadian comedy icon Mike Myers. Don't go away.
This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, welcome back to the 2026 Canadian Screen Awards. Oh! Earlier this week, the Canada Media Fund Kids' Choice Award went to Mittens and Pants. Shout out to Kibble Corners. Oh, so cute. Now, please welcome to the stage the star of Superstore and host of Holiday Bake Shop and Halloween Bake Shop, Lauren Ash, plus the co-star of the fan favorite Mistletoe Murders, Peter Mooney.
We're here to present the award for spiciest scene in a heated rivalry episode. And the nominees are the tuna melt scene, obviously, steamy shower, powerful, and of course, the invitation wank. Peter, the envelope, please.
No, that show's not even in this category, and none of that is written up on the teleprompter. It says, Canada continues to overachieve on the international stage. It's been a remarkable year for Canadian comedy series.
Yeah, of course it was. Honey, we need to stop saying that we're surprised, okay? Every nominee here is great. Everybody did well. We did the whole thing. I don't know. Why don't we talk about something else? Like the episode where Ilya's dad died.
The phone call.
It was so powerful.
Okay, we gotta focus.
Yes.
Here are the nominees for Best Comedy Series, presented by Lionsgate Canada.
Best Comedy Series, presented by Lionsgate Canada. Children Ruin Everything. Late Bloomer.
Friendship's gonna have to be taken seriously. I mean, really seriously. You're not gonna be able to touch me. No hugs, no hands, no feet. You're not even gonna be able to give me a cute smile.
North of North.
I like the peacock though.
Yeah? Thanks. You're making fun of me.
No, I would never. Not to your face anyway. I would do it behind your back.
Son of a Critch.
Nothing but one of your 9 lives.
I am for you.
I don't believe you. She's got a knife on you, man. Protect yourself.
The Trays.
Let's get him out!
What the Joey, please forgive us. Forgive us, Joey.
Joey, hang on.
Oh, no.
Hang on, buddy. We're almost there.
The Canadian Screen Award goes to
North of North.
We brought words this time.
Thank you to my husband and my children and all of our families who have to sacrifice so much so we can do what we do. Thank you to our incredible writers and cast and crew and all of the Inuit artists who worked so hard on our show. All TV is hard to make, but we do it at -49. Y'all are creative warriors, and we share this with you.
Thank you to our awesome broadcasters, to CBC, to Trish and Mel and Sandra and Sally. You guys were the first ones in. You saw the vision when it was just an idea. You stuck with us. Thank you to Adam, to APTN for carrying that vision and really supporting it. And thank you to Netflix, to Tara and Danielle and Megan. You guys push us all the time to aim higher. You push us creatively, and it's better because of you. Thank you to our awesome, awesome broadcasters.
Also want to thank Nunavut Film. They've supported us since the beginning of our career. We wouldn't be here without them. And Carrie Swanson and ISO, thank you so much for your support.
Also, the indomitable Val Creighton and the CMF for supporting not just the show, but our careers over the years. We love you.
And finally, this show is incredibly personal to us. It reflects our community, our families, our lives in the Arctic. I just want to say that this show is everything that I want to say to my young Inuk daughter, and everything I wanted to say to my mother, but didn't know how.
Because we want women everywhere to know that even when you don't have the words, it's okay to change your life and go for the life you really want. You can be ambitious for yourself and your community, and we know this to be true because in the Arctic, survival requires extreme independence.
And even more extreme interdependence. Thank you.
Thank you to the Academy.
Kwana.
Thank you to Inuit everywhere.
Here to give Mike Myers the Academy Icon Award presented by NBC Universal, please welcome Canadian comedy legend and one of the kids in the hall, Dave Foley.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Well, I'm delighted that I can be here tonight as my friend Mike receives his Canadian Icon Award. And I think I know the pride that he must be feeling tonight because I myself have also received the Canadian Icon Award. As a member of the Kids in the Hall. So technically, I'm just 1/5 of an icon. In fact, I think I actually have my award with me here tonight. There it is. Apparently, the size is proportionate to how iconic you are. This is Mike's. But now I'd like to take you back to 1982. Picture me as a 19-year-old at my first Second City improv class where I meet future 5th of an icon, Kevin McDonald. Thank you, Paul Myers. Now, after that class, our teacher, Alan Gutman, takes me aside and says, there's another guy he thinks I should meet. He says, he's a lot like you, but only 5 times more so. Which at the time seemed like a weird thing to say. But I remember one of our first times hanging out together, both of us in our shiny 50s blazers, our rolled up peg leg jeans and Doc Martens, causing people to think, oh, there must be an Elvis Costello concert nearby. We talked about foreign films and Socratic dialogues, because somewhere deep inside, I think we knew that 44 years later, that would make us sound smart. But at that age, Mike was already a fully formed comedian. He had all of the technical skills and the charisma to be a star. And more than that, he had the eye and the ear of a true comedic artist. You walk down the street with Mike, and it was likely that a snippet of overheard conversation or a peculiar posture or an observed pretension would trigger a bit. And within a couple of blocks, that bit would evolve into a fully realized and hilarious character. Maybe you'd see that character on stage, or just as likely it would be discarded to make room for the next inspiration. Sometimes the person who inspired that bit would have followed us for several blocks and threatened to beat us up. But now, in the immortal words of the great Marty DeBurgi, enough of my yakking. Let's have a look at some of the stuff that Mike's done that has made us all laugh.
You can take the boy out of Canada, but you can't take the Canada out of the boy.
Mike Myers honed his comedy and improv skills in his hometown of Toronto. In 1989, his arrival on SNL unleashed a singular comic voice that helped define a generation of comedy.
Hello, my name is Simon. Hi, I like to do drawings. I'm a little bookworm. Swing.
From there, Mike became one of Hollywood's most original creative forces.
Oh, groovy, baby.
Ooh. What's your name? Shrek.
Okay, name. Austin Danger Powers. Sex? Yes, please.
As a writer, director, and performer,
Throw me a frickin' bone here.
creating an all-star lineup of unforgettable characters and classic films.
We're not worthy! Woman! Whoa, man! Whoa, man!
Well, that's the kind of song teenagers can crank up the volume in their car and bang their heads to. Bohemian Rhapsody will never be that song.
From fearless comedy to dramatic depth, Myers has built a career on versatility.
You know, I'm not a fan of that tippy-tappy, tic-tac-toe.
Originality.
I got nothing. I'm not so good with the rhyming. Not really.
And heart.
Mike, you have inspired us all across the nation of Canada, obviously, and other nations.
You've entertained millions of people all over the world, bringing us some of the most memorable characters.
Few people have shaped the language of comedy and film the way you have.
What kind of night are you?
One of a kind.
Congratulations on receiving the Canadian Screen Academy Icon Award.
You are so deserving of this award.
You do know that we are Shrek and Donkey forever. Forever. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mike. Please come on up and accept your full-sized award.
That's very nice. Thank you. Oh my God. Stop. That's very nice. Thank you. Very nice. Thank you. That's very nice. Thank you. It's Stop. That's nice. Bit more. Bit more. Now stop. Now stop. That's good. It is. It's very weird to watch that. It's very. First of all, I want to thank the Academy for this. What an incredible honor. Thank you very much. Also, j'espère que je peux parler français mieux, or meilleur, mieux, better. Bonjour, Quebec. I love you so much. I want to thank Dave Foley. Thank you so much for such a wonderful introduction. In my house, I am an idiot. And I have 3 kids who are little New Yorkers, and they're impressed by nothing. In fact, my 11-year-old, she was late, not going to bed, and I was like, come on, dude, Paulina, you gotta go to sleep. Come on, dude. And she went, you're bowing, with a New York accent. And she reached back, and I wrote a book about Canada called Canada, and she went, your book is boring, like that. And the other day, I was like, she was acting up, and she went, you're not funny. You're not special. So it is quite a contrast today. Thank you very much. You can roll back a little bit. I added new stuff. There we go. Yeah, keep going. There we go. Very good. I got to go back even farther. Sorry, I know I improvised. Keep going. Sorry, guys. I had it written down, and I left it in the hotel.
You want me to do my bit again?
I think you should do your bit again. Yeah, just do it again. I'm very honored to receive this award. I had a whole speech written about how much I love Canada, but I suspect some of you might be sick of hearing that at this point. And but come on. I started writing a thank you list and realized that's really the whole point of a speech like this. So let me get started. I want to thank my wife, Kelly, and my kids, Spike, Sunday, and Paulina, who bug me every day to get their Canadian passports. They're very, very proud to be Canadian. I want to thank my mom and dad for moving to Canada. And for stressing the importance of being silly. This is even harder. I want to thank my brothers, Peter and Paul, who are here tonight. Mostly because anything you've ever liked I've done can be traced back to Peter and Paul. Both of them were very funny, but I was fortunate enough to be stupid enough to think I could do this as a career. I want to thank David McKenzie, an honorary Myers brother, also very funny. Jen, I love you, Jen Whalen, you're fantastic. I want to thank Second City, Andrew Alexander, Sally Cochran, Jeff Ellis, Deb McGrath, who's a genius, Alan Gutman, Ronnie James, the freest performer I've ever seen in my life, and that includes Farley on that list. I want to thank John Hempel, a great performer and a great comedy director. I want to thank Christopher Ward, who is a good friend and a real protector of me. I want to thank Martin Short, who's just been so insanely generous to me. Pam Thomas, thank you so much, Pam. Eugene Levy, the immortal Catherine O'Hara, what can be said, honest to God. I want to thank Gilda Radner, who played my mom in a TV commercial when I was 10 years old. I want to thank John Candy for being so nice to me. He didn't have to be. I want to thank the CBC, Diane Pauly, Doug Barnes, Louis Del Grande. I want to thank the Littlest Hobo. I want to thank Donald Sutherland, who is also very lovely to me. Norman Jewison, also lovely to me. I want to thank Kate Griffin, Stan Olson. I want to thank Much Music. I want to thank Only Rock and Roll John Brunton. I hope he's here. Thank you so much. I want to thank the Canadian taxpayer. I really do, actually, because I always say to my American friends, I had a big ally on my hand. I have 40 million people behind me. I want to thank the Toronto Transit Commission. I want to thank, it's the better way. I want to thank Roland Romaine School of Dance. Keep going, there's more. I want to thank Mrs. Welch, who's my teacher, Sandor Stern, Mr. Westhead, and Mr. Gross. I want to thank the people in Canada House in London for keeping me alive. I had no money. They came to see me in London. I was literally down to like $10, and they said, "You need a job?" And I stuffed envelopes. They kept me together. Lastly, I want to thank Scarborough for teaching me the 3 Fs. When to fight, when to be funny, and when to flee. And I just want to say, Canada, I don't know what to say, dude. I'd literally be nothing without you. So.
Canada, we are truly not worthy, and we are not finished handing out awards. After the break, Canadian Screen Award-winning star Mae Martin takes the stage. Don't go anywhere. Right back. and it's our wedding anniversary. But she's not here to see me. She's here to see the next presenter. And you know what? I don't blame her. To present the final award of the night, please welcome the creator and star of Wayward, Mae Martin.
Hello. Oh man, what a night. I just want to shout out our amazing host, Andrew Phung. Wow, what an amazing night. There's no doubt that politically and culturally, this is a very thrilling time to be Canadian. And the success has been good for our self-esteem, but is too much self-esteem good for an artist? Let's not forget where we came from. As a country, we've always been like the weird goth kid in the corner, watching without being watched. Like, I have to believe that Mike Myers didn't come up with Wayne because too many girls were into him in high school. I have to believe that for myself. Now, I'm not saying that we go backwards. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. Whatever happened to the genies, by the way? Remember? But let's never forget that Canadians are champions of the outsiders, the overlooked, and that outsider status is a gift to creativity. When you're looking through the window at a big, slick American party, you have a different perspective. You can kind of see the absurdity of it and the grotesqueness of it. You can see that the emperor is wearing no clothes and his big, naked orange butt is hanging out. Our superpower, our superpower has always been empathy and diversity, from C to C, from CBC to CTV, even chorus. Let's never forget that. Here are the nominees for Best Drama Series presented by Blink 49 Studios.
Best Drama Series presented by Blink 49 Studios. Heated Rivalry.
Great pass. Where'd I go?
Law and Order Toronto, Criminal Intent.
They're breeding. Why do I still hate it when people hide things from me? I should be used to it by now.
Yeah, me too.
Plan B.
You don't even have to talk to me. You can just point at the flavor you want.
You're such an idiot.
What?
Saint Pierre.
No one is shooting anyone.
Let's make sure little Rowan here is on the same page.
Wild Cards.
You still don't get it, do you? This isn't about me. I don't matter.
You matter to me.
The Canadian Screen Award goes to Heated Rivalry.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Oh.
Wow, crazy. I just want to start off by quickly acknowledging Matt Smith, who represents us from CAA, as well as Matt Felker, who is not here. I wasn't used to having an agent, and he has been an amazing ally. He has been with us through this whole thing when we came from the very beginning to say, we want to make this show, and he said, oh God, okay, sure, you guys don't want to do anything that might actually sell? But he really stuck with us. Obviously, we really need to thank Rachel Reed. Rachel has been an amazing, not just writer of this book series, but also collaborative partner with us on the books, the scripts, and actually our merchandise. If you didn't know, she was the original person making our merchandise for us when we didn't think it was gonna go very well, or at least that's what everybody told me. I wanted to acknowledge that this award is because of everybody who made this show. That's the writing and directing of Jacob. That's the casting of Jenny and Sarah. Thank you. The incredible cast in front of you, the cinematography, the production design, the costume design. My wife, who's 39 weeks pregnant and couldn't be here, was our assistant costume designer. This is editing, it is intimacy coordinator, it is songs, it is music, it is VFX, it is our lovely line producer, our amazing first AD, our incredible production manager. It takes 200 people to make a show like this. Everybody bought into this idea that Jacob wanted to realize that I was here to try and make happen, and all of them said, hell yeah, how do we help? The people that were behind that were Bell Media. I want to thank Justin. I want to thank Carlin, Sarah Fowley, Lee Ye, obviously Rachel Goldstein, we've said 1,000 times. I also want to say, who is on mat leave right now, Allison Kurogi, who did an amazing job. Also, shout out, I guess, to HBO, because thanks for the world stuff. And thank you for all of this. We really appreciate it. We're so thrilled, and we hope to make more amazing shows for you guys. Thank you.
What a show it's been, and we ain't done yet. The 2026 Canadian Screen Awards will be right back.
This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yo, we did it, Canada! Oh, there was no nudity or anything offensive, but we were prepared for it. Everybody get on your feet! Get up here! Okay, we're gonna do it. This right here, this is who is making content in this country. This is who is telling stories. Thank you to CBC. Thank you to CBC Gem. All the networks, Bell, Crave. Thank you. It's been a dream come true. Chorus, thank you so much. Have a safe and wonderful evening, everyone.